Hi, hope you guys are doing well. I'm so glad you could come. And my name is Maria, and I've been a brand partner with PaperPie for 7 years now, which I cannot believe. I was pregnant with my youngest at that time. Sorry, just making sure everything's good here. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay, so I don't know if you haven't heard of PaperPie. We are a publishing company that has books from Kane Miller Publishing, Usborne, which you may have heard of us before. We used to be Usborne Books and More, and Smart Lab toys, which involve like science kits and STEM things and all kinds of neat things like that. And we also have learning wrap-ups, which are our line of learning that helps you with like memorizing your multiplication facts and addition facts and things like that. So if you need help with that, let me know. Learning wrap-ups. So I'm so glad you're here. For those of you that are here already, I have a little envelope game. So you're just going to either put in the comments, which you can comment if you have a YouTube account. If you don't have a YouTube account, just shoot me a text. It's all in the description there, and I'll get it. So this is for extra prizes. So choose, where would you like to go on vacation? To Scotland, to Vienna, or to the Bahamas? And I'm guessing right now at this time of year, depending on where you live, some of the warm location may be calling your name. So Scotland, Vienna, or Bahamas. So shoot me a text with that and I'll let you know what you win with that. Okay, thanks so much. We're gonna be quick and try to just show you a whole bunch of stuff so you can see what we have if you aren't aware, and just give you a little taste of PaperPie. We'll start with some activities because I just love all of our activities. We have these really cool things that are called puzzle sticks. I actually threw one of these sets. So this thing comes with 5 double-sided puzzles, so really you get 10 puzzles, or you can put the whole thing in a row. And they look like popsicle sticks. And I stuck one of these in my son's bag when we flew to Florida a few weeks ago. So then they just take these and you make sure you can tell which side you're doing by the little purple, and then you just match them up. And it doesn't take a lot of fine motor skills, so younger kids can do this too. You just lay them out on the floor or a table. And they're super fun, super cute and bright. We have dinosaurs and unicorns. These ones are the ocean. But puzzle sticks are a really fun addition. You can stick this in your purse to keep your kiddos busy in the waiting room or in a restaurant. Lots of good uses. His Muddle and Match have been one of my favorite. It's actually the very first book I ever got from PaperPie before I started. And I love the alliteration. Great for teaching letter sounds for your little preschoolers and young ones. Tilly Terrific, the turbocharged Titan, travels tirelessly through time to take a tasty taco to her tame T-Rex. And you can mix and match and make funny looking people and make your sentence funnier, and it's a really nice sturdy board book. Muddle and Match. For our preschoolers, finger trail books. A really great multi-sensory way to teach letters and letter formation. So finger trails are these little indentations here, and they run their fingers along them. Keeps them engaged. Alligator with an accordion. And we practice tracing our letters. Lots of great. We also have this in lowercase letters and in numbers. We have jigsaw puzzles, from little 2-piece ones for your earliest like 2-year-olds or 1.5-year-olds. They feel so confident and excited when they get those together. We have these 25-piece with colors. Beautiful box. They come with a book. And then these ones have really big pieces, but we also have 100-piece puzzles and 300-piece puzzles and 200-piece puzzles. From periodic table of the elements to countries of the world. And they all come with a book too. So we really love these. They've been really sturdy. They're super colorful and fun to bring out. Continuing with your preschoolers, we have letters and fun with numbers. These are great because they're a full kit that includes like everything you need to teach your kiddo about that. The letters has like this great bag here full of wooden letters, some of these so they can practice building their words, a letter activity book with ideas for the parents on what to do, and then there's even some wipe clean cards. So they use, every kid, every preschooler loves using those wipe clean little marker to practice writing. Here's some of our little letters. They're nice wooden and colorful. And these ones, like the first letter fits in, and then you can set the other letters right on top. Really great way for, it's fun to work on your letters. And then number one includes number counting sticks, wooden numbers, all of those. All right, let's look at some stuff for some babies. How many of you have babies in your life or a baby shower that you get invited to? I love helping that mama start off her child's library because reading just makes such a difference in kiddos' lives. Plus, mom really wants some new books to read so she's not stuck reading the same books over and over. So we love these touchy-feely That's Not My books. That's not my puppy. Its tail is too fluffy. And then there is a little white mouse to find on each page. So as they get older, they can find this. And it's really nice because my kiddos, as they started learning to read, they loved reading these. Even though they had it memorized, it still is great practice for them reading. So it continues, that's not my, and at the very end it says, that's my puppy. Its nose is so squashy. So the variety of textures, the really bright colors, just keeps those little babies engaged. The other one in that series is called Don't Tickle. And this is just a step up. It has sound and touchy-feely. So to me, this was a winner for my kids. Don't tickle the lion, you might make it roar. And each page has a different animal that we make sound, and at the end, they're gonna have a big old dance party. So fun. And that brings me to our other sound book. We have loads of sound books for all different themes. This one is our wild animal sound book. So they'll learn about different animals and hear them on each page. So there's our wolf, beautiful illustrations, little cutouts to like stick those little fingers in. Very fun. For your older, not really much older, but my kiddos like these because they read the story to them.
Princess Rose has just been born. Her parents are delighted. Let's hold a party, says the king. Everyone's invited. The feast begins. The guests all cheer. But then they hear a shout. A wicked fairy sweeps inside.
So these read each page to you with a little button on it. And your child can enjoy that lovely British accent. So let's talk about learning to read. I know many of you have kiddos that are learning to read right now, or they're getting excited about it, or they want to do books. This My First Reading Library is the best set. It includes 50 books, and it comes down to like $1.60 a book. And I'm totally holding this upside down. Oh, brother. So we use this to teach my kiddos to read. I do homeschool, so we use this in our homeschool every day with my youngest right now, and that's how I worked with the older two. They begin as dual readers, which is where the parent reads this part and the child reads this part. So they're not getting overwhelmed or frustrated, but they still get a really interesting story. And then at the end, there are comprehension puzzles and little things to help them learn, like rhyming words or which word goes with this, and it's all kinds of fun. And then on the ending page, I really like to go over this. It tells you to mom or dad or the adult what letter sounds they're going to encounter in the book. So you can look at this, kind of go over those first, and then they'll be doing a much better job as they go. So these books grow with them. They begin that way and they get more difficult up to level 1 and level 2 readers over here. That's the My First Reading Library. The next step after that, you could do these ones, which I love. We have 3 sets of these for the beginning reader. The next is the developing, and then the confident. It is a set of basically fairy tales or traditional stories, classics. My kids love these mainly because they absolutely love to listen to the audio. So they'll either put headphones on or just listen over a speaker and follow along because it beeps when they need to turn the page. They're illustrated, they're engaging, and they can just sit and listen forever, for hours. And there's also some activities at the end and some comprehension questions, a little bit about the author of the story. But those Usborne storybooks are my favorite. You can get all of these books. So there's 12 in this set, 10 and 10. So you can get all of those books for, I'm pretty sure it's $79.99. Or you can get like a pack of just these for $44.99, which still goes down to like $3.60 a book, which is a great deal for books you'll read over and over and over again. Continuing with reading, my kids all enjoy these. They are 6, 8, and 10. So my 10-year-old still loves reading all kinds of stuff. He reads big books, little books, kids books, everything. But my youngest has kept these on his bed for probably a couple years now since they came out. And they are called The School of Monsters. He has the beginning memorized. There are 13 of them. They are by Sally Rippin, who also wrote our Hey Jack and Billy B books, which I'll show you in a little bit. Hello you, oh please don't look inside the pages of this book. Turn around and quickly run, the School of Monsters has begun. Fun rhyming text with these silly monsters, and then the rhyming words at the end of each sentence are in a different color. And there's fun little words in the middle to read. So it's really good for them to practice reading a couple words at a time or get those rhyming skills, which are a great pre-reading skill. Near the end, after the story, there's some fun ways to practice reading some words and bounce around like a monster. And Sally Rippin tells you how to use this book to help your kids learn to read. And then the illustrator, Chris Kennett, shows you how to draw the character for each book. So this one is Bat Boy Tim. And it's just such a fun way to really get into those books and get your kids excited about reading. More reading. We're just going to kind of go with that and just keep going down the flow as our reading levels grow. So then we have Hey Jack and Billy B. Sally Rippin wrote these for her son who had dyslexia because there really wasn't something out there that was getting him excited about reading. And this has like fewer words per page. It's not as overwhelming. They're spread out. There's some illustrations. Some of the harder words have a different font. And my daughter really likes these. These were my oldest son's first chapter books that he read. And there's like 18 or 20 in each series. So there's plenty to keep them busy, excited about reading more. We have Freddy's Amazing Bakery, a story about a boy who owns a bakery. You can see kind of what the inside of these looks like. These are fun adventures and mysteries. Every kid loves graphic novels, and actually they're really kind of fun. These are Billy and the Mini Monsters. They're actually a chapter book. There are small chapters, and it's in between a graphic novel and a very illustrated chapter book. But they're fun, silly monsters that we all enjoy. Then a set for your girls that will grow with them. Olivia's Secret Scribbles. It's her little diary for this young girl. And then you have her older sister, Ella, with the Ella Diaries. But these are fun because it's not just like straight words on a page. There's little illustrations. And then Ella grows up and she goes off to boarding school. So we have Ella at Eden. And so if your daughter's been reading all of these, she can just keep following along. Each of these is a series of books. And we also have the Extraordinary Lives series. If you're wanting a really accessible and great way to learn about people. These are our biographies. And they all have like that color to them, which I think makes it more engaging and fun. And it's not a lot of words per page. It's broken up into bite-sized chunks. And it makes it really accessible for kids of all ages to learn about people from history. So, as we're getting to our older kiddos, they want to know what they're going to do for their job. So we have a whole series called That's a Job. And this one is I Like Animals. What jobs are there? And it goes on to describe several different jobs. And then it will tell you like what you would have to do in a regular day. And then it says my job, best parts and worst parts. So I thought that was kind of neat that it really like explained the good and the bad of different jobs, but just giving kids ideas of what's even out there. I like making things. I like building things. I like sports. I like performing arts. There's all different ones of these with job ideas. Let's move on to some activity books. Okie dokie. All right, here we are. We have, I did not bring my cup of water for my magic painting, so I hope you know what magic painting is. But this is stained glass coloring. My daughter loves these. We buy them all the time. She gives them to her friends. She shares them with her friends. So each page is kind of this see-through sheet. And you color, we like to color with markers, just your regular Crayola markers. And it comes out really bright. You can hang them in your window and they look really cool. There's unicorns and princesses and several other dinosaurs as well. But those are really fun activity books. Magic painting. You can probably see an example. You just use water. These all come with a paintbrush. You just dip it in water and paint and touch the black and white and then color comes out. And there's all different themes. There's ones for big kids, for little kids. And I'm telling you, mamas and grandmas love these too. And there's really pretty ones like garden and wildflowers. Dinosaur matching game. We have alphabet matching game, times table matching game. But my 6-year-old keeps bringing this dinosaur one out and says, "Can you play this with me?" And it's basically like 4 bingo boards, a whole bunch of little dinosaurs. The book tells you about the different dinos. And you can play several different ways. We kind of usually play like bingo or match it. And it's just a fun way to bond together and have some good interactions and practice matching. So those are our matching games. Sticker books. Who doesn't love a good sticker book? Here's our sticker by number, rainforest. So these are gorgeous. Here's our chameleon. And I think, yikes. Yeah, and here's our fabulous feathers. And they tell you about the animal, so it's great. You can still use it as a resource about the rainforest after you've, stickered all your animals. Before we move on, I just want to make sure, if you're new here and you hadn't been on, shoot me a text or comment below with where you'd like to go on vacation. Scotland, Vienna, or Bahamas. And I'm guessing I know what you're all thinking now, but you know what? Everyone's different. Some people have a dream, and I'd love if you'd share why you want to go there, because I'm super curious. Here we go, just a few. Back to activities. I feel like I'm gonna drop stuff soon. If you see my room and all my books, it's crazy. There's a mouse about the house. This book has been around since I was a kid. Comes with a mouse. We also have a squirrel's tail, which comes with a little squirrel. And you follow the little dashed line and you slide it through the slot. Super simple, super engaging to make your kids want to read again and again. And you slide it down through, and it's this funny story about the mouse that's about the house looking for his cheese. But there's a cat and there's humans, and it's just a really fun, simple book, but keeps those kiddos engaged. Little helpers, laundry, sort, and play. Who has a laundry helper? This is the little part where you can keep all your felt pieces. Watch, I'm going to find out that there are no felt pieces in mine. Oh no, here they are. They're all on the last page. So you can dress your people. It looks like we put a hat on the top of this person's body. All right, but then you can like put them in the drawers, or I think in the first page we hang them out on the line. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a great quiet time activity, or a car activity, or a doctor's office. Little helpers. Learn to lace. We have these lacing. Remember those lacing cards when we were kids? So these come with the strings, and you just lace them through the different animals. There are numbers 1 through 22. Well, it could be anywhere from 20 to 22. So they can, you know, follow along with the numbers if they can do that. If they're too young, they can just practice their fine motor skills going in and out, leaving it in there. Another sticker book. And I grabbed the one that wasn't open yet. Whoops. So these are kind of cool. They're kind of foamy stickers. They're reusable. They're thick, and I guess you're still not going to see exactly how they work, but they're kind of like that. And then you can just, the pages tell you like suggestions along the story about what to put where, but you can just freestyle and put your stickers on and decorate your city. We also have a farm one. And if you haven't heard of All Better, you'll need this for your 1 to 5-year-olds, because it's a Band-Aid book and it's the best one out there. So there's 5 animals that have owies, and there's these really sturdy reusable stickers. And you have to clean it, kiss it, and put a bandage on it. All Better. And you do that with each one, and then the kids get to match the Band-Aid to the correct animal, and then they match the Band-Aid back at the beginning to do it again and again and again. If you get this and they get yucky with fuzz or dog hair or something, just rinse them with cold water, let them air dry, and they will be good as new again. We've used this book forever. Non-fiction is where we're at. Non-fiction. And I know I've shared a few non-fictions with you so far, but I'm about to go at it again. So, we're going to go to the ones with our youngest. Peek inside a beehive. These have like bigger flaps, so the little ones are less likely to rip them apart. But we do have a 50% replacement policy, so you can just come to me for that. Take a picture of your damaged goods, and we'll take care of that together. But I love the nonfiction for the little ones. They can learn, and little ones are such sponges. That's all they want to do, is just learn about new things. The next level up is look inside. We have a few more flaps. We have a lot of flaps in these. Little bits of information under each little piece. Learn all about, boop, boop, boop. I can get this. Choop, choop, choop. But so fun. Little chunks of information. Learning all about the human body, and these are in several different subjects. Shine a light on the construction site. What is behind here? What are they working on? Hold up. Uh-oh. Aha. Maybe you can see it now. Sorry. I am not doing a super great job here. Got to work on my lighting up skills. Here. Alright. Can we... Oh, my head's in the way from the light. You should see the truck. This one. Through it. As you shine a light on the page. I need to get better at this. I'll have a flashlight next time. Handy. But those are some of our favorites. I sell those at all my booths. Life size. Oh wait, that was, we had we had peek inside, look inside, and then there's see inside, which is a little bigger book, a little bit more information. This is, you know, just grow with your kids. And that also has all those little flaps. Life-size baby animals. We have dangerous animals, dinosaurs, animals. These are really cute. And you can see this is from like itty bitty animals. Here's a baby honey possum. But then we have a life-size baby blue whale, and that's what his eye would look like. That's a pretty big baby. The life-size baby black bear. Super cute. So I love how like kids compare their head sizes and their hands to everything there. Are any of your kiddos interested in coding? Because we have a couple coding books. This one's neat. This one uses Scratch. We have another one that uses Scratch Junior, which is actually a free app. So my son was able to just do the free app and figure out how to do some little coding things, which was pretty cool. And it just has nice little step-by-step instructions. Great way to get them started. Just expand their interests. 100 things to know about food. These are fun to do. Just read one a day at the breakfast table. Something to bond over, to build connections with your family before everyone runs off to what they do. They're just fun and silly with the food ones. We have history and science and ocean and all different ones. There's 2 books in this series, Explore America's Wildlife and Explore America's National Parks. National parks have been a big thing lately. Who has been to national parks? Please share which ones you've been to or what your favorite is, because I really want to go to a few more. We've been to several, but there's always way more to go to. I just love the illustrations in here, learning about all the outdoors and wildlife in the different areas of America. Beautiful keepsake book. And I know we probably have some adventurous boys and girls here. Bear Grylls, we have this new series, his Outdoor Skills Handbooks. They're not real big. They have, this one is Dangers and Emergencies. So there's ones about camping and building shelters, and he just teaches you some basic skills of what you need to know for outdoor survival. This is one of the cutest. It's magical. I mean, it is called Magical Adventure, but to get your kids' imaginations going, they're little, kind of like paper dolls that stand up. There's a book that gives ideas for how to start your stories. The people all have a front and back to them and a little stand, so you can stand all your guys up. And then there are 5 different backgrounds. Uh-oh, I'm gonna make a mess here. But I really want to show you the backgrounds because they're just so gorgeous. Look at these. So they have the little slots for the little stands, and you'll stand it up, and then you can put your little people around. And then there's one on the back too. So really you have several more of those. That's the Magical Adventure. Oh, and look, this one even has a little flap on the tree. How cute! So, Magical Adventure. Busy Town, I should have brought up. We had it out. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, but roads to go all over your whole floor. They are so fun. Play with their Hot Wheels cars and just build a new road every time. And they're double-sided, so it doesn't matter which way they go. They're easy to put together for your little guys. I have just a couple more books to show you. Thank you so much for spending time here. Okay, a last one for our littles. These just have a special place because I did these with my youngest when he was little and he just loved playing hide and seek and finding. Let's play hide and seek. Lion, where are you? And you fold this out and they find the big huge lion. It's so cute and they have so much fun when they're little toddlers trying to find these little ones. Adorable. Let's play hide and seek. Fingerprint activities. These are fun and you'll have memories of your kiddos' little fingerprints all over. Some are really simple where you just put dots. Others, it shows you how to like step by step draw the little bee. So you see their drawing really grow with them as they get older. They're really able to do more with it. Just super cute interactive activity book. And we have a lot of big books. These big books. You think, okay, a big book? What's a big book? Well, the big book here, this page pulls out and is like as tall as a toddler. Am I showing you all of this? Yeah. This is like probably 3 feet tall. It's crazy. 4-page spread. But you learn so much and it's really cool to see it that big. Lastly, I want to share with you, if you have a fundraiser that you need to do for yourself for medical bills, adoptions, kids' sports, mission trips, I have schools do them, senior trips, bands, we have these cards you can sell and they come in boxes of 30 cards that you sell for $30 and you get $13 back from every box of cards you sell. There is tax unless you are tax exempt, but they're beautiful individually wrapped cards, matching envelopes. It's just a really great one. So let me know if I can help you out or someone else out with a Cards for a Cause fundraiser. Please let me know if you have any questions about what I do. It's super fun. You get to share books. You get to spread literacy. You can do it on your own schedule. You don't have a boss, so you can do it for you when you need to, and your family can come first. And that's been a really big blessing in my life. And I really appreciate each one of you. Please check out the website. Everything, the link for your host is just down below. And check out the savings shelf. Check out, that's like a list that changes every month, and those books are 50% off. There's also a free gift with purchase if you spend $50. Actually, for every $50 you spend, you get another free gift. And that All Better book is one of our free gifts right now. So that's a great one for you. Thank you so much, and I'll be reaching out with